wanna do this? Huh? You wanna do this? Tell them. Good morning, folks. Welcome back to Pawpaw John's Homestead Channel. Just getting here, welcome. My grandkids know me as Pawpaw. You can call me John. Today, I'm making another quail. Well, it's actually a chicken pen. I made one for my quails to get them out of the brooder, and need to make another one to get my chickens out temporarily until I get their pen built. So today, I'm just going to cover the build. What you're going to need to get started, or what I've used to build for this project, the one I've already made. Of course, you're going to need a stapler, an air stapler, a circle saw, a portable drill, hearing protection, a little glue, clamps, they're helpful. You'll need latch. You'll need 2 hinges, about 2 pounds of 3-inch decking screws, about 1,000, 1,200 pound or 1,200 count 1/4 inch by 1 1/4 inch staples. Of course, your tools, pliers. You'll need something to cut your wire with. Screwdriver comes in handy. All your screws need to be preset. Go ahead and drill your hole. Use this to countersink it, and you'll need a square. With that, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to lay this out today, and we'll move along. Yesterday, I cut out all my 2x2s. I ripped 2x4s down and made them. I went ahead and I cut everything to length, and I sectioned everything out. Of course, the other tool that I use is a compound miter saw. If you have a miter saw, it's fine, it's helpful. It's a little quicker than having to cut each piece by using a hand saw or a skill saw. So with that, we'll move on to the project. One and a half. Just got done putting wire on the frames there for the top and the bottom of the pin itself. I'm gonna go ahead and assemble this. There won't be much talking. I got my little helper with me here today. What I'm doing here, I'm going to put 4 2x4s, 9 inches long, right behind these posts and screw them in, all 4. That'll give us support for our next piece, which is going to be the top. One thing to caution you on, or when you're putting these braces in, if you run those 3-inch screws too deep, what's going to happen is they're going to come out on the other end. It's no problem. You just knock the burrs off, keep from injuring the burrs or injuring yourself. Or you can use short screws. So we're going to go ahead and put the top on now. We've already made the top of the pin, so we're ready to install it. We're just going to put it in, go ahead, screw it down, make sure everything's level, get ready for the next step. Put the screws in on the outside of the post, screw them in, lock this down and put one on each end from the top. We'll hold this in and we'll go ahead and put wire on the outside after we put the braces in. One thing I like to point out, door size can be any size. You can place it anywhere on the pin that you like. Today what I'm doing is 16 inches off of this from this post to here, and from the inside of this post to here is 1 foot, but I adjusted it because my frame, I want it to fit snug, my door. So you just always double check it before you nail it. Put it in, you got clearance on both sides. You can take that door, you can go up and down, it moves very easy. So you're good to go on width. And the height, I've cut this door so that we can add a piece down here to cover this wire. And also close in this gap in the bottom to keep node eggs out. So there it is. I'm gonna nail it together and go ahead and get some wire cut, and then I'll see you shortly. I've had to modify my door a little bit, made a mistake, and I cut these a little bit shorter than what I wanted to. I actually wanted this to be 12 inches deep, but it's not. It's actually 1.5 inches shorter than what it needs to be, but no problem. I'm going to use this for a quail brooder in the future, so that'll work fine. This door, what I've done is I cut it too short, but I added some of the pieces that we had left over when we ripped the 2x, and I'll be using the rest of it to trim this out. But this here is just perfect. This will work. It fits. I was able to put a piece on the bottom to cover this. There'll be another piece that goes over the top where this wire, there won't be any chance of somebody reaching their hand in there and cutting their arm on this wire. So that was the top. Now we'll put the bottom tray frame. Come to help. Okay, so the wire's on. I thought I was recording there where you can see it, but went around the box, put everything in. What you need to watch for when you're stapling these: put all these in. I start on the ends, or actually one end. I pull it down, hit one in the center, pull it back, corner, and then go around it. And just make sure you're tight enough, you're putting them close enough that animals can't pull this back and get into your pen to get your animals. So once you get your door built, you can put the wire on the outside or you can put it on the inside. I'm going to put this on the inside. What we're going to do, take these hinges, hinges are on. Now all we have to do is put it in the hole. Snug fit. You got to work on it a little bit. This will wear down over time. You can take a wood file and file it down. I like them to be snug like that. That way they don't just fall open on you when you need to get in the pen. So what I'm just doing now is installing the latch. Actually, the lock. There's your latch. So now what I'm going to do is just go around, put trim up, And I get plastic to go on the bottom and plastic to go on the top. And we'll be done with this little project for tonight. To show you what I'm using for trim, all this is, these are the pieces that were left over when we split the 2x4s down to 2x2s. And we'll just use this, go along here, cover up all this wire. Won't be any possibility of getting hung. And on this top trim, I go up just high enough to cover this wire in case you have any sharp pointy ends. That's pretty much it. This really should be on the outside so in case you ever have to replace the hinges, but you can always just go in and cut this trim out and replace it. This top part, I'm just going to carry this over right to this hinge instead of taking that back off. You can still get to your hinge. That's it for the front. I'll hold my thumb under here to gauge it. And I go back. That's it. No more wire cuts. It's that simple. On the ends, I'll do the same thing. You'll see that or not. I'll just go in and put a piece across the end of those wires. I don't want my grandboys to get cut. Be as fancy as you want on these, it's fine. Purpose is just to cover up these wire ends. All right, folks. Okay, that's pretty much it. That's the build. We got it built today. Everything is functional. The door's still a little sticky, but it'll loosen up over time. So this is ready for my little chickens. And last thing I need to do is, well, a couple things. I need to build a tray to go, a litter tray to go on this frame. I'll do that at a later time and add a top to it. If you're gonna keep these out in the rain or out in the weather, yeah, it's a good idea to go ahead and put a coat of paint on this. I probably will eventually, but right now it's in shelter. So one other thing I like to show you, this here, if you know anybody that works at a warehouse, you can find this stuff. It comes on pallets, goes up under the product that they use. I had a couple of these pieces laying around and they make excellent tray liners. For tonight, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this on here tonight for a litter tray and go ahead and get my chickens out of the brooder. So that's it in a nutshell. Folks, I appreciate you watching. Thank you. Hope you come again, and I hope this video is beneficial to you. If there's not a list at the end of this video, my subscribers will have a video with all the material list in it for this. The size can vary. You can adjust the size for whatever you need, whether it's 12 inches or 24 inches or however. But this one works good for me because up under the litter tray I can put a 55-gallon drum with feed, and I can put other things that I need to store out of the way. So that's the reason why I've done it this way. This pen is 2 foot wide and 4 foot long. It's 2 foot here, 4 foot. So not sure why that happened, but I appreciate you coming. I'll finish this up, give you a video with the chickens in it, with the tray, and I'll take a piece of this, actually put it on top to keep anything from above falling onto the pen or in the pen. And that's it. Thank you, folks. Till next time, God bless.